Furtive. That's the word Dad used, Dougie, furtive. Parahandy's been furtive ever since we left Inverary. Yes, furtive, that's the word, furtive.
A beautiful word, darling. You know, your command of the English language would do credit to a cabinet minister. But do you really think that Parahandy wants to get rid of us?
I'm telling you, Dougie is up to something and he wants us out the road while he does it. Oh, how else would he send Sonny Jim in a tanner bus run to the other end of the town?
He sent him for a gallon of paint.
To the art galleries?
Now, you just made that one up, McPhail.
I'm telling you, Dougie, he wants us out the road.
By Jove, lads, by Jove, eh? How are you still here? We should be outside seeing all the splendid things that's happening in the world.
Like what things?
Why, like the fine big funeral that's just gone past. Oh, man, what a procession. 16 motors, no counting the hearse. And as for the flowers, oh, you would think the Botanic Gardens had sprung a leak.
Well, I'll be away by this time.
Not at all. They were moving, gay, respectful. You could still catch up with it if you ran after it.
Well, I've got one or two things to attend to here, Captain.
Not at all, Dougie. All work and no play. Away after the funeral. Enjoy yourself.
Furtive. I think you're trying to get rid of us.
What? Never. No, the only thought in my head was for the welfare of the crew. After a long, hard voyage, you should be relaxing. Get rid of you, eh? What an idea. If I gave you the money, would you go to the pictures?
I can't go anywhere till Dougie finishes his dam.
Oh, Dan, you're too clothes conscious. You're turning into a regular dandy.
Well, there we are, Dan. Now, do you want this other hole, darling?
Oh, no, just leave it, Dougie. It'll allow my foot to breathe.
Fine. Well, would you mind just biting the wool off at the nut? That's it.
Oh, no, Dougie, I can't. I haven't been doing that since I was 3-year-old.
Well, I don't fancy doing it. So we'll just moor it with a clove hedge tree and beg it out. That's fine.
Well, lads, please yourselves. I'll away out for a wee stroll. I'll maybe see you later, eh?
Hey, Captain, I went to the art galleries. Here, they don't sell paint. What's that?
What?
That bottle you've got behind your back.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that is my meds. I'm supposed to carry it around for my seizures.
Seizures? When did you start getting seizures?
Well, I haven't so far, but there's no point in waiting till the last minute.
Man, but you're provident, Captain. Mind you, I never heard of the National Health issuing medicine and lemonade bottles.
Give me that! Oh, you devil, Dougie.
It's whiskey. Man, what whiskey? Oh, it's running circles round my tonsils. Now it's killing its way down my throat.
Where is it now?
It's just arrived. Man, it's like listening to a massed choir of angels singing the Hallelujah chorus in Gaelic.
And you were going to keep it to yourself, eh? Oh, you're furtive, definitely furtive.
Now, Dan, you just don't understand the position.
I understand, all right. Once you'd got us out the road, you were going to get stoned in this. Oh, nectar. And you were going to keep it to yourself, eh?
I was not. That is a traveller's sample.
Oh, aye? And who's the traveller, eh?
Me. That whiskey was made by my cousin Angus in Arran.
What? Oh, and they used to work in the distillery?
He's been retired this last 10 years, but well, you see, he thought he should take up a wee hobby, just to keep his hand in, you understand?
You mean this stuff is hooch?
You mind your language, McPhail. Oh, here. Has he got any more of this stuff, Captain?
Well, he's got a barrel of the stuff.
A whole barrel?
He wants me to sell it for him.
A whole barrel must be worth at least a couple of £100, eh?
Oh, I dare say. You see, his daughter is getting married, and it's hard to sit and buy in a happy couple a grand piano for their new council house.
Man, why doesn't he set them off on the road to matrimonial bliss by just giving them the whiskey?
That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I can just see the minister's face at the show of presents.
Here it crosses my mind, Captain. You'll maybe not be doing this just for nothing.
Oh, well, I'm taking a wee commission for my time and trouble. Just enough to cover my expenses, so to speak.
How much? Well, come on, how much?
Half of what I get for it.
Aha! We're rich! We're rich!
What do you mean, Sonny James? We are rich. Angus is my cousin.
And I never thought we would ever be involved in smuggling and breaking the law like this. Do you think we should just make a clean breast of it?
Ah, well, maybe if we just confessed, Dougie, they'd just put us on probation. After all, we didn't know the stuff was aboard, did we?
Probation, just as you say. Mind you, there is one of us going to lose his master's ticket and get sent to jail. But I dare say they'd go easy on Sonny Jim on account of his youth.
Hey! Oh, I'm just a boy.
Aye, led astray by an older man. You read about it all the time.
I thought this sort of thing would happen. All right. How much is 4 into 100? Thank you.
Aye. It's yourself, Captain.
Aye, it is indeed, Mr. McCutcheon. Aye. We'll have the usual refreshments. And have a wee snifter to yourself while you're at it.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I'll have the same.
Well, Jim, this is a fine wee pub, is it not?
Oh, aye, Captain, it's got class. I mean, there's not many pubs that have got fitted wall-to-wall sawdust.
That's 4 whiskies and 1 for myself. That's your pound dead. It's a good blend, this. Right. Sells very well. Right. Well, here's to us.
Slash.
What did you do that for?
Ah, well, we just didn't fancy drinking it.
No, you see, we just come in for the use of your glasses and to enjoy the social atmospherics.
There's nothing wrong with this whiskey. I sell more of this blend than any other. What's the matter with it?
Oh, well, let's just say that we prefer our own.
We'll say nothing of the kind. I don't run a pub for you to bring on your own booze. I've got a living to make.
Oh, aye, by Job, Mr. McCutcheon, wouldn't let see your wee children running around without shoes to their feet. No. I tell you what, every time we have a drop of our own, we'll buy a round from you.
We don't mind paying for it, as long as you don't expect us to drink it.
So we'll just have the same again.
Oh, well, that's different.
No, it's no.
What will my other customers think if they see you pour it into the slops?
Ah, well, you have a point there, Mr. McCutcheon. I tell you what, just you pour your whiskey into an old petrol tin and Jim here can use it for lighting the navigation lamps.
I sell good stuff. What's so special about yours?
Ah, well, we just couldn't explain it. Hey, try some for yourself.
Oh, it's like listening to the Hampden Roar set to music.
Aye, it's a drop of the real stuff.
What's it called?
What's it called?
Hielanman's Bliss.
Hielanman's Bliss. Oh, that's a new one in me. And who makes it?
The Captain.
Oh, well, see, it's just a small distillery, family concern. You'll not have heard about it. Most of the stuff goes for the exports.
Aye, we're only allowed to buy it on condition that we drink it outside the 3-mile limit.
I don't suppose you could get me a few bottles, just on the quiet, like. I'm willing to pay over the odds.
Oh, by Jove, but you don't know what you're asking. I mean, the exports would have the matter raised in Parliament.
Captain, do you not think you could do Mr. McCutcheon a wee favour? I mean, he's been very generous with his credit. I don't think he'd tell anybody.
Oh, not a word. Not a word.
Aye, well, maybe I could drop a wee note to the managing director, asking if he could spare a barrel.
A barrel? We'll be climbing in the windy to get it. Oh, Captain, you'll be my friend for life.
And you can rely on my complete discretion.
And Mr. McCutcheon, try some more of ours.
Slide.
Make up your mind. 1 minute it's stop engines, next minute it's full steam ahead. You can't shoot a powerful piece of machinery like that. Hey, we're heading away for the pier.
I know. We've just this minute seen the police arresting my cousin Angus.
The police?
Another 3 minutes, they would have had us too.
Man, Captain, that was a narrow escape you had.
Aye, it was. What do you mean a narrow escape I had? Oh, you were keen enough to share in the money, MacPhail. You're not backing out now. You're as much involved as I am. Is that all right, Doogie? Involved in what, Captain? What whiskey? You know, fine hot whiskey. Ah, by Jove. Oh, it's a sad day when a man's own shipmates desert him in his hour of trouble. We're going in. You're not turning back, Captain. I am that. If I hadn't wrote to Angus telling him to meet us on the pier, he wouldn't have been arrested.
You're carrying loyalty too far.
Loyalty, MacPhail. A word you don't even know the meaning of. I'm telling you, if my cousin Angus thought I let him down, he would be fair hurt and disappointed. Anyway, he might just decide to show the police that letter I wrote him.
Well, policeman, stay there. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. We should never have turned back. We should have kept on going while we had the chance.
Hey, a little bit of coward, MacPhail, a coward. From the tip of your ingrown toenail to the skip of your greasy bonnet.
Now, let us not be having words amongst ourselves. There was no point in running away, Dan. They'd only have caught us in the long run.
Not at all. We could have made it dead easy if you'd done what I told you to do.
Damn me, who ever heard of a steam puffer crossing the Atlantic?
That's right, Dan. I would have needed at least another 2 bags of coal.
Well, Ireland, then. We could have made Ireland dead easy.
It wouldn't have worked, Dan. They'd have sent word to the Interpolis.
What?
The Interpolis. Man, they're the very devils for extradition.
Not at all, not at all. Have you never heard of political asylums?
By Jove, get into one of these places and you might never get out again. I've got a cousin in Barra, I'm telling you.
And besides, distilling whiskey is not a political offence.
It's against the government, isn't it?
It's not the same thing at all.
Ah, will you two be quiet and let me think?
It's your thinking that got us into this in the first place. No. Get abroad, that's the answer. Yes, I could carve out a new life for myself. Maybe even change my name.
What would you change it to, Dan?
Hey? Well, now, Jims, I've always... I don't know, but I've always kind of fancied Victor.
Victor? Oh, no. I see you more as a Robert. It's funny, I've always thought of you as a Robert.
Robert?
Aye.
Robert MacPhail. You know, that doesn't sound too bad, that, Jim. What are you blathering about? It's my second name, I'm ashamed.
Well, you're not going abroad in my boat, and that's the end of it. Victor Robert Dan MacPhail, or whatever the devil you call yourself. Now then, Doogie, Do you recognise that policeman that was sitting at the end of the pier?
I've never seen him before, Captain.
Ah, me neither. If it was the sergeant, it would be a different story, but, well, since I don't know him, the chances are he doesn't know me.
What did you have in mind, Captain?
Oh, just a wee chat, that's all. A wee chat.
Man, we're in trouble this time, right enough. Now, let's just think for a bit, and maybe we'll be able to see a way out of it.
Here! I've got it!
What?
How about Kenneth?
James, the way things are, it's not names we'll be having. It's numbers.
By Jove, eh? By Jove. It's going to be a bad one, eh?
I didn't see you there.
I was just saying to my mate, Doogie, will you look at that policeman's devotion to duty, sitting out there without even as much as an umbrella?
An umbrella? What would I want with an umbrella? It's not raining.
Well, you see, it's always like that just before a hurricane.
What hurricane?
You'll not have heard the shipping forecast, eh? Oh, man, it's leaving a trail of devastation. Boats are sinking and licensed premises have been flooded.
Get away.
I'm telling you, if Doogie was here, he would tell you. There are prefabricated houses in Glasgow that used to be in Edinburgh. And it's heading this way. If I was you, I would go home and get a raincoat.
Is that so? Well, I don't think the sergeant would be very pleased about that. I'm supposed to be guarding this barrel.
Oh, man, what a disgrace, eh? Wasting your time in a job like that when there's folk out there committing crime waves.
But it's not just a barrel. It's what's inside it. This barrel's full of whiskey.
Whiskey, eh?
Telling you, and not a drop of it's paid duty.
By Jove, is there no end to human depravity?
You'd be surprised, Captain. Take the old man we arrested, Angus MacFarlane. Now, you wouldn't think that butter would melt in his mouth. We caught him red-handed with this stuff.
Oh, the devil. I hope you'll show him no mercy.
Well, we've got him this time. And this is the evidence. And we'll soon find out who it was meant for.
Dear, have I not just thought an ingenious idea? Man, you'll be fair amazed at his brilliance.
What is it, Doogie?
Whilst the policeman's attention is elsewhere, Parahandy, me and MacPhail will run across and steal the barrel.
What's a rare idea? But supposing he sees you?
But he won't, Sonny James, for he'll be too busy saving a man from drowning.
It'll work. It'll work. It'll no work.
Sounds all right to me, James.
Aye, but who's the man that's drowning?
Well, now, that isn't the sort of thing you could ask a stranger today. No, it would have to be one of us.
Aye, which one?
Well, no, that is a matter for discussion.
And while he's out drowning, you three run out and steal the barrel.
Just so.
Doesn't it sound like a very long discussion?
Well, here's the captain. We'll let him decide.
What happened then?
Oh, we haven't much time. The sergeant has come with a van to take the whiskey back to the police station.
We're done for, Captain. We're done for. What made them suspect Angus in the first place?
Oh, Doogie, it's a tragic tale of human greed and a lesson to us all. When Angus had finished distilling the whiskey, he had 6 hundredweights of barley mash to get rid of.
He should have dumped it off the end of the pier.
Aye, so he should. But he sold it for animal feeding. The next thing, the police heard that the milkman was drunk in charge of the horse.
And was he?
No, the horse was drunk in charge of the milkman.
Man, that's terrible.
Not just the milk horse either. He sold it to all the farmers. I mean, there isn't a cow in the district that doesn't have a hangover.
It's fair disgraceful.
To think it says in the milk bottles that they're all TT.
While you were away, Captain, I thought of an idea.
It'll no work.
Well, forget about it because I thought of a better one. Now, listen, Jim. You go and get your melodeon this minute. And you too, lower the dinghy over the side.
Melodeon, what for?
Just going to give a wee concert at the end of the pier. One, two, three.
Oh, Captain Law, would you put whiskey? Captain Law, oh, Captain Law, would you put whiskey? I will drink you dry.
Here, what's all this? What's all this?
Oh, we're just having a wee sing-song. When I get the urge to sing, there is no stopping me. You'll not have any objections.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I suppose that could be disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace with no one here to hear us except yourself and the seagulls.
And if they don't like it, they'll soon let us know.
Fine, just so. I mean, there's no bylaw about making a noise in this pier. You can do anything you like in this pier. Except committing murder and swearing on Sundays.
Oh, aye, but you have to... Can't be doing these timbers any good.
By Jove, you listen to the man, eh? Isn't the foot stamping the most interesting part of the performance?
I mean, he's got to keep time.
If only I had my other boots on, Jim, eh? These ones is too light for singing with. Oh, Captain Law, I wish you could drink dry.
Oh, Captain Law, would you want whiskey? I will drink you dry. Now, Captain Law is a beautiful place, and the price of the whiskey is cream. How can he step? And the price of the whiskey is cream. How nice it would be if the whiskey was free and the laugh all up to the brim. Oh, Captain Law, would you want whiskey? Captain Law, hey. Oh, Captain
Sober up. You sober up. We've got to get away from here. And we need you to work the engines.
By Jove, give us a dram, will you? After 26 choruses of Camelton Loch, my throat is in need of lubrication. Hey, what is Dan McPhail doing there when he should be down stoking the boiler?
He's not asleep. He's drunk. You see, after we'd finished filling the buckets and things, there was still a half a gallon of whiskey left in the barn. Well, he didn't want it to go to waste.
You mean he stuck his mouth under the hole? Ah, damn me. He'll not be sober before next Tuesday. By the time the police come, we should be halfway to Glasgow.
Maybe if we were to hang him upside down and let him drink. No, that would take too long. But, Captain, we've got to dump this whiskey over the side before they arrive.
No. We might be seen. No, we've got to hide it somewhere. Yeah, and I think I know the very place.
Everything's in order, Sergeant?
Good. Well, I got the van to the top of the pier, so we'll just get this into it.
Fraser,
Yes, Sergeant?
put it down.
Feels as though it's empty.
Is that so? Man, you're wasted in the uniform branch. I know it's empty, you know it's empty, but how did it get empty?
I don't know, Sergeant. I've been here all the time. I've been sitting on it.
There was a full barrel of whiskey there when I left. Fraser,
Yes, Sergeant?
let me smell your breath. No, it's impossible. Now think. Has there been anybody on this pier besides you?
Aye, there were two men. One of them played the melodeon and the other one sang 26 verses of Campbellton Loch. Honest, Sergeant. Campbellton Loch. I wish they were whiskey, Campbellton Loch. Aye.
It is possible. You've been at it, haven't you?
No.
You drank it, didn't you?
No, I'm telling you, there were two of them. Off the puffer.
Puffer? What puffer? The vital spark.
Come on, Dan. This'll sober you up quick. It's instant coffee. Do you not like it?
What's going on?
All trade. Got no right to search a merchant marine vessel without a warrant.
Well, you've got the stuff hidden here somewhere. And I've just found it. Whew, the place smells like a distillery.
Yeah? Where's our distillery?
Back here, lifting the chrome off my whistle.
You see, Sergeant, it's not the boat. It's the engineer that smells like a distillery.
Well, tell her not to breathe on me again while I'm in uniform. You've got it hidden here somewhere.
Where's
I will. Now, you've searched every bit of the boat, and you haven't found it.
All right. You destroyed valuable evidence, and you got away with it this time. But mind, I'm watching you.
I didn't like his attitude. Hey, Captain, where's the whiskey?
Never you mind, McPhail. Just stand well clear when you light that boiler. We're making good speed, Doogie. She must be doing at least 10 knots.
Aye, and so she should, seeing as how the steam is 90% water and 10% whiskey.
Now, don't be bitter, Doogie. At least my cousin Angus will be at his daughter's wedding, even without a grand piano.
As you say, that's the main thing. There's a rowing boat coming across our bow. Gear a blast, Captain.
That's the first time I ever heard a steam puffer hiccup.